All right, everybody. We good? Mic check, 1, 2, 3. All right, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for coming today. We really appreciate you being here. I've got some important news to share with everybody regarding our international opponent for the Dynamo Charities Cup. And of course, we have team captain Brian Ching over here, head coach Dominic Kinnear, and Stuart Holden, currently plays in the EPL, former Dynamo player. We'll go ahead and bring up Chris Canetti for opening remarks.
Thank you, Lester. One of these days I'll get a seat at the table. I'm not quite sure when. As everybody knows, we started a tradition just a few years ago called the Dynamo Charities Cup, which is an opportunity for the Dynamo to play an international opponent and also an opportunity to raise money for Dynamo charities and give back to the community. In the first year, we beat Monterrey of Mexico, and last year we beat Aguila of El Salvador. And this year, we're very pleased to announce that we'll be playing Stuart Holden's Bolton Wanderers of the English Premier League. Funny enough, discussions on this started, Don brought this to my attention at the MLS Cup in Toronto, that he had heard that Bolton was interested in coming to play us, and we thought it would be a great idea. And we went round and round for a while, thought we had a deal done, and then Stuart went ahead and had a little bit of an injury, and then we were trying to figure out what we wanted to do. But as many of you know, we have a Dynamo Fan Advisory Committee and board, and we called them into action and said, we have a bunch of opponents on the table, a bunch of people who want to play the Dynamo in the Dynamo Charities Cup. All the opponents that were left on the list were from Europe. And without a doubt, across the board, it was a majority from our fan advisory board that they wanted to see Bolton, whether Stuart was in the game or not. And the reason is they've created a bond with Bolton. They've created a connection with the team. They've followed it for the last couple of years since Stuart's made the move over there. So, our fans spoke. They told us they wanted a team from Europe. They've seen a lot of opponents from South and Central America over the years. We were able to deliver Manchester United last year, but it wasn't against the Dynamo. It was in the All-Star game. And here we are for the first time ever, going to have the opportunity to present our fans with a great team, a team that's currently number 8 in the English Premier League, a wonderful history, and who has a player of our own on it as well. So very much looking forward to Wednesday, July 20th. Time of the game to be determined as we look forward. And Dynamo versus Bolton, the Dynamo Charities Cup, with proceeds benefiting Dynamo charities. So looking forward to that. We're going to have some great ticket packages that are created around this game for fans to come see Bolton in New York and LA with some superstars tied into those matches. And it's really going to be the center point of our season and something very exciting for our fans to wrap themselves around this summer. So thank you very much.
Appreciate it, Chris. Just go ahead and turn it over now to Dominic Kinnear, and then, of course, to team captain Brian Ching for the remarks. Yep.
Afternoon. Thanks for coming. Also wanted to welcome Stuart back to the city of Houston. It's nice to see you, Stuart. Very excited and happy that we have something on our calendar in a competitive way of playing against a team from the English Premier League. I think everyone knows a little bit more about Bolton ever since Stuart went over there about a year and a half ago. But also to see where they're at in the English Premier League now, which is 8th place, is an incredible season for them. Not only a good season, but great individual players, a wonderful team. And I didn't know about the advisory board, Chris, but it adds an interesting little turn that our fans want to see a team from England. So thrilled for this game. I can't wait to step on the field against international competition, as always, but to get something different from a team like England is very special. So I'm looking forward to the game, and like I said, thank you all for being here. It's a good day, and it's an exciting time for us.
It's exciting. I think, sorry. No, it's, anytime you get to play against top-class competition, it's always fun to go out there on the field and try to prove yourself. I think we have a young team. We have guys that, want to be on the field against good competition like Bolton. And, it's a great storyline to have Stu going over there and having him come back. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to kick him on the field because he's hurt already. But, I think it'll be good for him and for the fans to see him back in the stadium.
Stuart?
Yeah, well, first of all, it's nice to be back in Houston and to go to the game yesterday and catch up with Dom and Brian and the rest of the guys. But at the same time, the reception I got from some of the fans really touched me. And when I walked past the Bataillon and the Texian Army to to hear them chanting my name, and that really, for me, made me see how much I miss Houston, and how grateful I was to the Dynamo organization and to the fans here for supporting me and still supporting me and considering me a part of the Houston franchise when I'm playing in England for Bolton. So when I first heard about the opportunity that Bolton were going to play the Dynamo, I had exchanged emails with Dom and told him that I was excited about the prospect of coming back to Houston, and it's great that both sides were able to work it out, and especially for such a great occasion, the Dynamo Charities Cup, which benefits Dynamo charities that I've done work with in the past, and that as it does so much work around Houston and benefits the community. So in terms of Bolton being able to come here, and the fans wanting to see a team that obviously we've done well so far in the Premier League, and 8th place, the semi-final of the FA Cup, and a team that's been building under a new manager. It's exciting to come back to Houston, and it'll be a great spectacle on July 20th, and hopefully we can beat the Dynamo.
All right, we'll go ahead and open it up for questions. I guess, Chris, you want to present?
Yeah, before we get going, Stuart, trying to give this to you for about a year and a half now, haven't had a chance. I personally wrapped this in my office about 2 minutes ago, in between phone calls and everything, but just want to say thanks for everything you did for the club during your time here. We're happy to see the success that you're having, both with your club and with the national team, and look forward to having you back here in July.
Newspaper. Top moments in Houston. Jumping up and hugging my mom after scoring a goal. Yeah, thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. You did tell me you were going to get this frame for me a while ago.
I did. I was only trying to re-sign you. But, anyway.
All right,
Should have been bigger.
Yeah.